This is the Transformers Generations Studio Series number 17 from the Transformers Age of Extinction Shadow Raider, which is essentially a lockdown repaint and redecoed head. I wish they would have kept it in that black or silver color. And with the new head, I would have bought it either way. Lamborghini cars do come in orange, and we'll see. It's looking good so far. I picked up this figure at Hobby Corner. And here is Shadow Raider out of packaging, and he looks gorgeous. Basically, he is Studio Series Lockdown, done in a black and orange deco. Most importantly, he's got the mask on. It's like the lockdown head with the full-on helmet and mask, which we've seen in the movie as well. He's got a new weapon, and basically that's it. It's a redeco of that Studio Series figure, and they had to rename him so that people would buy him. Maybe he could be like a drone, or I don't know, one of Lockdown's minions on Cybertron or whatever. So Shadow Raider. Speaking of Lockdown, here is that Lockdown figure I mentioned. And I actually thought they'd be the same color for the black and gray, and they just paint the car panels orange, but this one is actually a deeper kind of black. It's more this one is more like a gunmetal gray. This one is more of a ebony black type of paint, and it's a little glossy, but not metallic or anything like that. I still prefer the original version, but this one is a nice little repurpose of the mold. Can you swap the heads? I guess that's everybody's question. It wouldn't matter because they're painted differently. The black, as you can see, that they used here, the glossy, shiny black on the face, and the less glossy, sort of grayish black they used on the rest of the head, is not a match to the colors that this figure has. I don't see any screws to split the head open, and it's a very, very tight joint that I'm not willing to find out if you can pop it off. I don't want to ruin the figure. So instead of the claw and the sword, he comes with this unique type of space gun. I thought they would put the face gun, but they didn't. It attaches onto his fist like this. Oh. Okay, what just happened? Okay, it's a little bit tough to attach that way. That's why the instructions, speaking of which, instructions say you have to attach it this way. This is how you attach it in car mode. Yeah, that's the easy way to do it. But I feel because of the way it's been molded, you get that tab right there, and you get that peg right there. It's a shortened peg, and it really feels that you have to do this. But I guess so that, you know, it's not as difficult for kids or some collectors, they decided to just show in the instructions, do it the easy way, that way. Either way will do, but I like him this way. It's like the hand morphed or molded, it transformed into the gun, and I think this is the way to do it. Okay, it's just a pain to remove. The back articulation for the figure is still going to be the same. If you weren't happy with the articulation of this one, you're not going to be happy with this one. Ball joint swivels, ball joint, hinge joint, waist swivel. Thigh swivel's a little tight. That's fine, and the foot. And he comes with the same insert backdrop diorama that we got with Lockdown, the Studio Series Lockdown. Transformers Age of Extinction Lockdown's ship. So nothing new there. So let's transform him. He transforms exactly the same as Studio Series Lockdown. So let's get right to it. Transform. Here, there, right there. Nope. Okay, sorry. Pop that on. Okay, rotate this, like this. Okay. What was that? Hopefully. Okay. So there he is. There he is in his Lamborghini Aventador. And the weapon will store on the side, I suppose. Here is Lockdown with Shadow Raider. It's exactly the same. Obviously, Lockdown is still the better figure. Alt mode and robot mode. But the Shadow Raider figure isn't all that bad. There is an unevenness on the orange, as you can see, because this is clear plastic. The orange will appear lighter. This one I think is opaque, and that is why it has a different shade of orange. This is more of like a tangerine. This is tangerine. This is more of like a blood orange type of orange. And you can see the discrepancy all throughout the figure. Darker shade here than this. I mean, it's a small, you know, inconvenience, but you do notice it, and it's a shame. They could have done a really stellar job with the paint job on this one, and it's just not. I'm just not seeing glorious paint job on the alt mode. Not like this one. This one, it smooths out nicely because maybe it's gray or, you know, sort of metallic glittery black. That's why it's easier to match all the panels together to make it seamless and homogeneous. This one, because it's lighter, it's orange, and you really get a lot of inconsistencies here and there, and I think that's what will bring down this figure. Okay, so final thoughts. All in all, yeah, it's an okay figure. I mean, if you love the Lockdown figure, it's a nice repurpose of the mold. Do you have to get it? Well, if you're a big fan of Lockdown and you absolutely must have that helmeted head sculpt, yes, by all means. But don't pay more than retail price for it. Out here in Manila, the deluxe class Studio Series figures are going for $26 or $28, something like that. Ridiculously high, but I would recommend you just pay retail or wait for it to go on clearance. The figure is going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. This has been the Transformers Generations Studio Series number 17 Shadow Raider. Thanks for watching.